Could never let you hurt inside. I didn't mean so much, and I'm so thankful that you're in my life. And I appreciate your love and all your sacrifice. Without you by my side, I never could survive.
Hello everybody, we're back with another video. I know I'm the only one that's really been doing videos lately, and it's only because we need to catch up on like our regular routines or whatever, and Chevy's been working late at work, so you just get me, and Aaron is walking and stuff, so he's just a handful altogether, and I'd rather not record with him because it's just easier just by myself. So today I'm gonna talk about I forget. Okay, the camera's about to die and I have like 20 minutes to record. Oh, I can't breathe. So we're gonna talk about the labor and delivery of our baby Aaron. And okay, so let's see, where do I start off? I had my 40 week, so it's like full term, doctor's appointment, and we went to the doctors or whatever, and we're in there, and I'm getting checked or whatever. They're checking how dilated I am, and then they're like, okay, you're only 1 centimeter dilated, and you haven't had any contractions, you haven't had this, you haven't had that, so just go home and wait till you start getting contractions. And I was like, okay, well, I've been like for the whole week before my appointment, I was leaking like this clear, like basically it looked like clear pee. So I just thought that it was like because during your pregnancy or whatever, TMI, but like you leak, like you just leak. And then so I told him I was leaking that like water, and then he went and he checked again or whatever, and he's like, oh, it's the baby's, like it's the, what is it, the amniotic, whatever, however you say it, fluid, like the fluid that the baby's in, like how they can move and stuff. And he's like, okay, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to the hospital? Do you want to go home? I'm like, why are you asking me? You're the doctor. Do you think I should go to the hospital? Do you think I should go home? Like, what do you prefer that I do? And mind you, my doctor's office is right across the street from the hospital that I was supposed to give birth at. Like, it's like the main offices, and then like across like a big street, it's the labor and delivery ward or whatever of the hospital. I'm sweating. And so he's like, oh, well, I think you should go to the hospital. So I was like, oh shit, alright, let's go then. So I got all this, we got in the car, whatever, me and Chevy was with me, and I had, by the time I reached like 35 weeks, I had already had the hospital bags packed, like my clothes, Chevy's clothes, and the baby's clothes, like everything that I thought that we would have needed, I brought with us, and I had it in the car every day, no matter what. Like, it was just in the back seat with the car seat. So we had everything, and then we go across the street or whatever, we drive across the street, and we start calling like my parents, his parents, my grandparents, and his brothers, and all of them. And I'm sweating, can't talk, talking too fast. And I'm talking to everybody, and it's just like we were so in shock that we were to go to the hospital already, that we couldn't like comprehend what was actually happening. Especially me, like the whole time I was just like, dang, like we're not gonna go home ever again, just us two. Like, the next time we go home, it's gonna be there's gonna be 3 of us. So you just tell me, shut up, stupid, like, shut up, just call everybody that you need to call, and let's hurry up and get in before something happens. So we get checked into the hospital or whatever, and they put me in a room, and I'm in a room, and they strap my stomach, and they get the baby's heartbeat and my heartbeat and the contraction monitor and stuff, and then I'm laying in the bed, and then everybody starts to come and see me or whatever, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, later on today we're gonna check to see how dilated you are. So they come in like every couple hours and they check to see my dilation and if I'm having contractions. And I'm having contractions, but I had no, like, I didn't feel them at all. Like on the monitor thing, that records them, the little things were going all crazy, like the little line things were going crazy, and it was saying that I was having contractions, but I didn't feel them. Like I was just laying there chilling, just waiting for freaking food that I couldn't eat, so I was freaking living off of ice chips. And their nurses were telling me, like, that's a big contraction, like, you don't feel nothing? And I'm like, no, I don't feel anything. Why, am I supposed to feel something? And they're like, well, we think so, but if not, then lucky for you, because you won't need anything. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, like, later on, they came and checked me again, and I was still 1 centimeter dilated. So I was 1 centimeter dilated from the doctor's office earlier that day, and that was, like, at 10 o'clock in the morning, to that night. Yeah. And then they seen that I wasn't progressing at all, so then they induced me. Like, they induced my labor. Like, they gave me medicine that would speed up my labor, so that way, like, the contractions would get stronger, and I would, I would push my freaking, like, it would push along the hours and hours and hours of labor. So we get to the next day, and it's morning, whatever. No, like the middle of the night, a doctor comes in and he's like, okay, I'm the OB doctor on call, and your doctor has gone home. So if anything, if you don't progress by morning, then I think that we could just go ahead and go on with the C-section. And I was like, I don't want to do a C-section. Like, the whole pregnancy, I was like, yeah, I want to do a C-section. I want to do a C-section. Like, my mom had a C-section. Like, it's so much easier. And basically, I was just super scared of actually delivering Aaron. So I was like, no. But then when it actually came down to it and he was telling me, I was like, no, like, I don't want to, like, what if I were to just wait it out? And he told me, like, I don't want to have you wait it out and then something happened that we could have prevented. And I was like, alright, fuck it, let's just fucking do a C-section then. So I gave him the okay to do the C-section. That was if I hadn't progressed. So the next day comes, and it's like 12 in the afternoon, and they come and check me again. And they're like, okay, well, you haven't progressed, so we're going to let his name is Dr. Chan. He's like, we're going to let Dr. Chan know that you haven't progressed nothing, and see if he's ready or when he has an available time to complete your C-section. So he comes in, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I got time right now, let's go do it right now. And I kid you not, it is literally like 1:45. And I was like, what the fuck, Amo? He's like, we'll do it at 2. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? So they started prepping me and stuff and getting me ready, and I looked at Chevy. Chevy looked at me like, what's gonna happen right now? Like, we're literally gonna go have a baby right now, like right now. So like I started texting everybody, because my mom had just left the room to go home and get me a towel and like soap and stuff for me to take a shower before like I went to have my baby, because after that I'd be hurting and wouldn't be able to. So she went home or whatever, and right as she left, so basically practically when she was halfway home, I started texting her and calling her that they were going to take me and are ready to have a C-section. So everybody's hurrying and trying to get back to us. And our hospital it's like, I want to say like 30 to 45 minutes away from where we live. So it was kind of like, not a hassle, but like it was we couldn't just hurry up and get there, you know what I mean? So everybody's trying to get there or whatever, and I'm talking to Chevy like, oh my god, we're gonna have a baby right now and all this stuff. And he was like all freaked out too, calling his mom and his dad and his brothers. And like they prep me or whatever, and they're putting like this sanitary stuff on me, and I'm all flopped out. I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna have a baby right now. And I'm just like it's just crazy. Like, as they're rolling me to the operating room, I'm texting everybody that I'm going in right now. I'll call you guys when I get out, or I'll see you when I get out, or this is happening right now, and this is happening right now. Like, I was just texting everybody, and he's texting everybody, and then they're like, okay, well, we're gonna give you we're not gonna give you the epidural, we're gonna give you the anesthesia, and it's gonna numb your whole body. He's like, it's gonna numb your whole body, and you're not gonna feel anything, but you'll feel something, but you won't feel it. And I was like, what the heck? Like, what do you mean? And then like, he take me to the room, or whatever. They strap me down, and I'm like spread eagle like this. Well, not spread eagle. My legs are closed, but like my arms are out, and I'm laying down, and I have my head in a little freaking cap. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna start giving you the medicine, and you're gonna feel it, like you're gonna feel it going down in your body. And I was like, okay. So he gives it to me or whatever, and they start, like, I feel like my body going numb. And then right before they started, they called Chevy in. Yeah, they called Chevy in, and he was already in his the little hospital getup or whatever, and he's like, are you ready? And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, not ready. And then like, he's sitting there with me, and he says that I was falling asleep. Like, I remember being tired, but then I remember like them starting or whatever, and I could feel like, basically I could feel them like shaking me. Like, it just felt like I was on the table, and like it felt like they were holding my stomach and just like shaking it. And that was them like pulling, I shouldn't say pulling, but like bringing Aaron out of my cut, my incision. So like, as they're doing that, they didn't really like pull him out. They kind of pushed him, like they helped him out a little bit, and then they started like wiggling the top part of my stomach, and then like he kind of like came out by himself. And as that's all happening, I remember Chevy like he had his hand on me, on my head, and he was like, his thumb was like rubbing my forehead, and he was like, stay awake, like he's patting my forehead, like stay awake, with his thumb though, not like with his finger, like this, but with his thumb. And I was like, I am awake, like why do you keep telling me that? And he was just like, whoa, you're not paying attention, like he's coming. And I'm like, I could feel it. And they're like, you could feel. And I'm like, no, like I could, like I know that there's something going on. And then they all started laughing. They're like, oh, okay, well, it's almost out or whatever, he's almost here and all this stuff. And then I remember like feeling them stop moving me. And then I remember hearing Aaron cry, and it was literally like, I can't even explain it. Like, I automatically, like, you know how moms cry or whatever, like, I wouldn't say I cried, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't cry, because I remember hearing it and being like, no way. And then like my whole eye, like, you know when like something happens to you and then like a tear just falls like randomly? That's how it was. Like, it just fell, and I was like, what the heck? Like I tried to like move my arm to like wipe it, and then Chevy was like, oh my god, he's humongous. And like he went and he was looking at me, but then he was looking over like at the baby, and they had him on the weight and stuff. And I remember them saying, oh, do you want to come take a picture? Like, you can come take a picture if you want. And then Chevy got up and took a picture of Aaron on the scale, and he was a freaking big old baby. If I could find that picture, I'll put that picture on the screen somewhere. And yeah, it was something else. He was not 9, what the heck? He was 21 inches long, and he was either 7 pounds 8 ounces or 8 pounds 7 ounces. I can't remember. And then he was born at 2:37 p.m. April 4th, 2017. And honestly, it was like all the pain afterward, and like after like the healing process of a C-section was so worth it. Like, he's a little brat, but he's crazy. He reminds me so much of myself and of Chevy. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's a character. Just watch until we start doing the vlogs again. You'll see. You guys can follow me on my Instagram. It will be at the end of the video, and I'm constantly posting videos like on my Instagram story, or I'll post videos of him on Twitter, but it's not really as like frequent. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy listening to me ramble about the labor and delivery And maybe I'll do, if you guys want to see a video on like recovery of C-section, maybe, since you know, like a lot of moms are like scared to like, a lot of moms that are having it or like have to have it don't know a lot of things about it. Maybe I could do a video on that and tell you guys how my experience was. If not, then it's cool, but if you're down, just let me know. Give this video a like. And talking out of breath throughout this entire video. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. I fucking appreciate you guys and being here for me and for my family. Just kidding. But like, we really are grateful that you guys do watch us and have been supporting us since, you know, day one. And hopefully our channel grows and we get more of you guys. So thank you. And we're thinking of changing our name to, what was it, Mom and Dad Vlogs, or like Mom and Dad something, like instead of Lex and Chef Daily, because we don't post daily and it's really hard for us to post daily. So maybe we could change it. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know on Twitter, Instagram. Let Chevy know on Twitter, Instagram, or in the comment section below. But yeah, bye.